Now on CoastTV News.
We're seeing clear and cool conditions this morning with breezy and chilly weather with a series of cold fronts moving through Delmarva. I'll break down the chill and another chance for rain coming up.
Fires wrecking New Jersey, another dry day and another challenge for crews all over the Mid-Atlantic region. We have the impact recent rain had on the efforts to get fires like that under control.
Ongoing efforts to restore the area near the Indian River Inlet Bridge. I'll tell you about the traffic changes you need to be aware of.
Townhouse talk, that is what is scheduled to take place tonight in Lewis as a housing development is up for review for a second time.
This is CoastTV News Today.
It is Tuesday, November 12th, 2024. Good morning, I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, I'm Paige Marley. Thanks for being up with us during our 5 o'clock hour.
Yeah, after a bit of excitement, Paige, with that rain that we had on Monday, we're back to the same old, same old.
Yeah, let's see how long we'll be back with the same old, same old. We're going to bring in Bob right now. Bob, any chance we'll see rain tomorrow? The next day?
Yes.
Nice.
The next day night. Does that make sense? Yes, so maybe Thursday night is our next chance for rain, Paige. Good morning, everybody. We're looking at clear, chilly, breezy conditions this morning. 53 in Salisbury, 54 in Delmar, Bethany Beach, 56, Rehoboth, 57, but feeling cooler with the breeze coming in out of the northeast right now, and at times that wind's gusting at least 10 miles per hour, but it'll be gusting over 20, maybe 30 miles per hour today as we're seeing clear skies, just a few clouds to the west, and a series of cold fronts moving through. We had one move through this morning. Here's another one that's about to move into Delmarva. And that will reinforce the chilly air as we go through the day. So Futurecast missing a little data here. Here we go. At 1 p.m., we're looking at temperatures into the upper 50s, but with a strong north wind feeling much cooler than that. So I think about 57 degrees is tops inland areas and 50s at the beaches as well, where it will be windy. Only about 54 in Bethany Beach, Dewey Beach, 53, 55 in Georgetown, 55 in Millsboro. So temperatures slipping into the afternoon, and by this evening it's chilly with temperatures into the 40s and 50s, and that wind will be howling as well. So bundle up. We'll see the ample sunshine, but chilly conditions into the 50s. And look at these winds, really strong as we go through the day. Much more on the chill and that little chance for rain Thursday night coming up a little bit later in the newscast.
All right, thanks, Bob. And as we just heard, we are tracking dry days, and we're now getting more data showing the impact of the drought. The Georgetown Fire Company says it responded to approximately 20 calls from just this past weekend. Majority of those calls were brush, woods, and other outside fires. And despite Monday's rain, the statewide bird ban in Delaware still in effect.
And some breaking news this morning in neighboring New Jersey. Fire crews there are continuing to battle wildfires. The smoke has cleared in some areas of New Jersey, but in Poseyk County, which is an area that's closer to New York, there's still a 3,000-acre fire. That is 10% contained so far. Fire crews and other management officials are coordinating efforts to try and prevent any further spread. The fire is a result of the historically dry conditions in that region, like here on Delmarva. The area did receive some recent rainfall, but it was not enough to stop that blaze from raging in some areas.
We move on, and it may not seem like an issue now, but it was not that long ago. We did have concerns about flooding and the impact to the dunes near coastal highways, specifically the Delaware Seashore State Park in the Indian River Inlet.
Yeah, CoastTV News reporter Elisa Weber is live right now at the inlet. Elisa, for the past few months, DelDOT and DENREC have been performing emergency repairs to the area, and there was no traffic delay people need to be made aware of now.
Yeah, Matt and Paige, I'm currently at the Indian River Inlet, and this is as close as we could get to the bridge because all of the construction that's going on behind us, you might be able to see some of the construction cones back there, but this area, it's been a problem for quite some time now. And back in September, Governor Carney announced that Delaware would be initiating emergency repairs to this area after multiple dune breaches that occurred earlier this year. And with those dune breaches came a lot of damage, and DelDOT and DENREC are currently working together right now to restore this area. And DelDOT announced last week that starting yesterday, the right lane on the Indian River Inlet Bridge would be closed in order to build a sheet pile wall. And here's a recap of some of those dune breaches that occurred earlier this year. Back in March, waves had breached the dune on the north side of the Indian River Inlet Bridge, causing flooding on Route 1. And then in August, another breach happened, which shut down traffic for a few hours. And that lane closure will be in effect until December 11th, according to DelDOT. Back to you.
Well, Lisa, thank you. Moving west in Sussex County this morning, work was scheduled to resume on the Millsboro Bypass project. The latest part forces a closure of the intersection of Route 20 and Betts Pond Road. This is at US 113. The closures are needed to help build the new bypass construction ramps. We're going to show you on the map now the area that's being affected. Lane closures on Route 113 are set to end in less than an hour. The bypass and ramp construction are expected to be complete by late summer 2025. We'll continue to have more on this project later on Coast TV News Today.
This morning, a person injured in this fire in Lewis continues to recover from injuries. As you first saw here on Coast TV News, an early Monday morning fire destroys a house on Juniper Drive in the Sandy Bray neighborhood. Firefighters say the person in that home was rescued and taken to the hospital, and we are still awaiting information about how this fire actually started. Getting a live look now at Washington, D.C. in the Capitol building. Congress returning there for the first time since the election. The recess they were on was actually more than a month.
And the lame duck session is poised to be hectic. Amy Kiley shows us the pressing deadlines before Inauguration Day.
A week after Election Day, and President-elect Trump is filling his cabinet. Mr. Trump is expected to tap Senator Marco Rubio for Secretary of State, although sources say he could still change his mind. Trump is also seeking to fulfill one of his top campaign promises, naming Tom Homan as the border czar who will lead his mass deportation efforts.
If you're in the country illegally, you shouldn't feel comfortable. Absolutely not. I won't feel comfortable if I'm in the country illegally.
Homan sending a stern warning to governors opposed to the plan.
They better get the hell out of the way. Either you help us or get the hell out of the way.
Homan's message, a possible sign of things to come under Trump's second term. The president-elect meets with President Biden Wednesday to discuss a peaceful transition of power. Meanwhile, Democrats on Capitol Hill are preparing to fight back against policies proposed under Trump's second term.
Stephen Miller and Tom Homan were the architects of a lot of the first Trump administration horrific immigration policies. And so family separation, mass detentions, those kinds of things is what was promised and by the Trump administration, and I think what we're going to have to fight.
Senator-elect Ruben Gallego won Arizona. The GOP has an edge in both the Senate and the House. Senate Republicans are gearing up for a leadership battle. President-elect Trump urging those vying for majority leader to allow recess appointments where he could install certain positions without Senate confirmation.
This preemptive effort to install cabinet members by recess appointments, this is a Trump feature.
Senators will vote on a majority leader Wednesday. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
Another item investigating FEMA, an official was fired for directing workers to not offer assistance to homes displaying signs supporting Donald Trump after Hurricane Milton in Florida.
Happening today, the latest proposed housing development is getting another look by the city's planning commission. It's called Overfall Preserve. The location is Savannah Road and Atlantic Drive. It's what you're looking at right there, in an area behind the new assisted living on Kings Highway. The site plan calls for the construction of 90 townhouses. It's the second time that commission is taking this up. It'll be at their meeting tonight again at the Rollins Center.
Yesterday was Veterans Day. People honor veterans in a number of ways, and for the cannabis company, providing access to medical marijuana is how they honor our service members. The company hosted a donation drive campaign with all proceeds going to Weed for Warriors. They say it's an important step in healing our vets.
As you know, the daughter of a Vietnam Marine veteran, my grandfather was a World War II veteran. I've seen the difference that it makes firsthand. Within my own family.
To learn more about this campaign called Weed for Warriors, visit CoastTV.com.
SpaceX continued a busy day with their second launch on Monday. SpaceX launching 24 Starlink satellites into orbit just a few hours after they launched their KoreaSat 6A mission at the Kennedy Center. The Starlink launch was the 12th flight for the first stage booster, which previously launched Euclid, Axiom 2, Axiom 3, as well as 5 other Starlink missions. I've seen those before, actually, the Starlinks. They're really cool. They're fun to see. All right, we're just getting started this morning on Coast TV News Today.
Coming up, flag flying tradition, the sights and sounds of one of our Coast Veterans Day celebrations that wrapped up last night.
Also ahead, dangerous dust storm, the damage done by this weather event out west.
And stuck over the Mispillion, we have the latest example, the drawbridge in Milford being hit as officials attempt to put in place measures to prevent scenes like this in the future. Coast TV News Today is back after this.
Ride the wave of Delmarva's vibrant coastal vibes with Coast Life. From hidden gems to sun-kissed trends and captivating local tales. Dive deep and immerse yourself in our coastal rhythm. Catch Coast Life weekdays at 4 on CoastTV.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things.
You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too, and that's why we did something about it.
We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers.
We are normal people just like you.
And together, we can make a difference.
Take on your legacy.
To learn more, visit nationalguard.com/DC.
Halo Ministries presents Visions of Hope, a Christmas celebration benefiting Halo's mission. This festive evening will be emceed by special guest Jimmy Hoppa and includes a 3-course dinner, live nativity, and music by Halo's Transformation Choir.
The performance features remarkable stories of transformation from despair to a life full of hope and purpose. Tickets are $50 and all proceeds benefit Halo's mission.
Get your tickets now at haloministry.org.
My impact matters at Life's Energy Wellness Center. I can see that.
We believe in providing our communities with services and spaces that support individualized recovery and fosters hope in all areas of wellness.
We're hiring behavioral health professionals and administrative support staff.
We offer paid professional development training, hybrid and flexible scheduling, and supervision hours.
Juntos podemos crear una comunidad de apoyo y resiliencia.
Your impact matters. Fly online today.
As veterans, we share a history with all those who have served and continue to serve. Our families share in our courage and sacrifice, always. And each military branch serves in our own unique way. We are strong. We are unified.
Just about 5:12 on this breezy, chilly Tuesday morning. Bay Health Cam in Dover, 56 right now, but those winds making it feel cooler. 54 in Redden, Salisbury 53, mid to upper 50s at the beaches right now. And the wind's not too strong now, but they'll really ramp up as we go through the day as we're looking at mostly clear skies. We've got a series of cold fronts moving through. We had one move through earlier. Now we've got another one that will be moving through, and that will reinforce cooler air. Even some lake effect snow showers downwind of the Great Lakes, getting to be that time of year. Bus stop forecast, off to school for the kiddos. Make sure they're bundled up. 55, but feeling colder with that breeze. Lots of sunshine, and heading home, lots of sun as well. Breezy and cool, and right around 57 degrees.
Happening today, the planning of improvements in Harbison for a key intersection there. It's where Route 5 and Cool Spring Road meet. It's an area we're going to show you on this map. And what this is showing is DelDOT is hosting a public workshop for the intersection. The agency says it wants to make it safer, and will also show some alternative ideas. That workshop is set for 4 to 6 today.
We have an update now on a story that we've been covering out of Milford. Traffic once again flowing on the Mispillion River drawbridge, but this comes after a combine hit the bridge and then became stuck. Work is underway to install a warning system to prevent scenes like we just saw. The system is called clankers. The bridge has been plagued with closures due to it being struck on a number of occasions. After inspection by engineers after the struck combine was removed, the bridge was reopened to vehicle traffic.
Apple just began selling iPhone 16 and 16 Pro replacement parts in its online self-service repair store. That includes cameras, which start at $169, as well as displays and batteries, among other parts. And if you don't have the tools, you can even rent out one of Apple's specialized repair kits. The company has been shifting to easier repairs since it opened their self-service store in 2022. And previously, the tech giant restricted repairs to authorized technicians.
We're learning new details about a major forgery bust in Europe centered on fake pieces of art. Police in Italy say nearly 40 people are now under investigation for allegedly buying, forging, and marketing work from artists like Pablo Picasso and Andy Warhol. Authorities seized more than 2,100 pieces of contemporary art. It's unclear right now how many of those suspects are currently in custody. Still ahead this morning, snow ride, the different weather situation out west that caused chaos on roads.
And no snow here. We're just looking at chilly and breezy conditions in Salisbury this morning. Good visibility, good traveling weather, and make sure you break out the winter-like clothes. It will be breezy and quite chilly the next 2 days. The possible rain chance later in the week. I'll talk about that and detail it on Futurecast in 2 minutes.
odors, discolored water? Are you running out of hot water more quickly? These are all signs of sediment buildup in your water heater. And as the buildup becomes more severe, it can even cause a premature tank failure. Flushing the tank periodically can prevent these problems. FH Fur has you covered. Get a water heater flush for $49. That's right, a complete water heater flush for only $49. Act now and get a plumbing inspection free.
877-CALL-FUR. FHFur.com.
Vacation starts with VA. All that you love, all in one trip. Start yours at virginia.org.
I've been thinking about renovating my garage floor, and suddenly I'm seeing signs everywhere. The universe keeps hinting, even at my local gas company. Pinnacle Concrete is everywhere. And again, multiple signs at the print store. The signs are too strong to ignore. It's time to call. With so many options, my dream is taking shape. And now, I'm not just seeing signs, I'm living proof. Pinnacle Concrete Coatings, because quality matters.
The hammers are smashing, the glasses are raising, and the fun times await at Bushel Sports Bar and Grill in Lewis. Explore our selection of off-season entrees and mouth-watering signature sandwiches that are sure to satisfy any palate. Relax and enjoy local craft brews and specialty cocktails watching your favorite sports team, or compete with your friends at some 8-ball, and indulge yourself with year-round all-you-can-eat crabs served by the bucketful and seasoned to perfection. For good vibes with a friendly atmosphere, visit Bushel's on Coastal Highway today.
Download the free CoastTV First Alert Weather app today.
We're approaching 5:17 on this Tuesday morning, getting a live look here at Ocean City's clear skies as we are also having a chilly start to the day, Bob.
Yeah, temperature's really not going anywhere today, Matt. We're looking at 50s now, and we'll creep up a few degrees, but that's about it. And we're looking at our temperature trend the next several days, and it is below average. Average high now is 60, only 57 today. Tomorrow, a high of only 53, 56 Thursday, 57 Friday, and then it does moderate a bit into the weekend. Saturday up to 62. So right now we're in the 50s, and once again we'll only see a temperature climb of a few degrees today. 56 in Georgetown, 55 in Milton, Bethany Beach 56, and Rehoboth right now 57. We do have a northwest wind right now at around 5 to 15 miles per hour, but that will ramp up as we go through the afternoon hours as we're looking at clear skies right now all across Delmarva. Just a few clouds back to the west. We have a series of cold fronts moving through. We had one earlier this morning. Here's the second one now that will be moving through, and then that will reinforce the cooler air. We've got some lake effect snow from New York up to Vermont right now, and some rain mixed in, so it's getting to be that time of year, that much colder air moving over the warmer lake waters, triggering that lake effect snow for them. So that's just kind of a signal on just how cold that air is, and it's cold high pressure that is building into the northern plains right now. So as we go through the morning, we're seeing those temperatures pretty much steady through the 50s. 11 a.m., 56 in Millsboro, 55 in Fenwick Island, 55 in Rehoboth. But look at the red arrows offshore. That is strong northerly winds, and it will be breezy inland as well, making these 50s feel more like 40s as we go into the afternoon. You see temperatures really hardly move. 57 in Millsboro at 2:30, 56 in Salisbury, 57 into Seaford. Then we go into the evening hours. It's breezy and chilly. Temperatures in the 40s and 50s. You're going to want to bundle up overnight with these temperatures dropping into the 30s by tomorrow morning. Salisbury 38, 37 in Seaford with 40s at the beaches and a brisk north-northeast wind. And Wednesday will be the chilliest day we've seen in some time, with temperatures only into the low 50s around the noon hour. 52 Millsboro, Georgetown 51, 52 in Millsboro. So we're only looking at lower 50s basically for highs tomorrow afternoon, and then it's chilly as we go into Thursday morning. Clouds increase on Thursday, temperatures into the 50s to around 60 degrees, and then cloudy through the end of the day. Paige was asking about the rain, and here it comes. We have a rain chance Thursday night. Not a big rain chance. In fact, probably just a few hundredths of an inch of rain, but we'll take the rain. It looks like it will be a quick shot of rain, and then it does dry out and warm up for the upcoming weekend. Gusty winds as we go through today, gusting over 30 miles per hour at times. And I'll tell you what, it's going to be really windy at the beaches. Make sure you secure those outdoor items, and it's going to be brisk as well. Make sure you bundle up as those northerly winds are pretty persistent right through the next couple of days. Look at these feels like temperatures tomorrow morning in the 20s and 30s. Yeah, getting to feel like winter almost. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast, 57 today, 33 Wednesday morning, very chilly, and 53 on Wednesday, mostly sunny. Cloudy Thursday, that rain chance into Thursday night, and then Friday, 57 with some sunshine. For the weekend, 60, so it is warming up and dry into next Monday as well. Umbrella giveaway winner, I should say, is Kimberly Ryan from Harbison. Congratulations, Kimberly, on your brand new umbrella from Paul Davis and Coast TV.
Thank you, Bob. Now here's something we are not dealing with on the coast, but they are out west. Snow and icy conditions. As you might expect, it's causing some traffic issues there. What we're seeing is on Highway 50 in California. There were lines of cars waiting in traffic on the wet and snowy roads. Some drivers stopped to put their chains on their tires to help get a better grip.
Yeah, we got a different situation to the west of that ice and snow. This is Fresno, California. On Monday, a dust storm was in effect, and you can see why. Visibility nearly 0% in some places. Power lines and trees were knocked down, leaving well over 12,000 people around Fresno without power. Still ahead, Veterans Day tradition. All these flags on display in Lewis. We look at the annual event that wrapped up last night. Stay with us on Coast TV News today.
When you're close to the land and the sea, you can taste the goodness. The historic Lewis Farmers Market brings farms closer to tables. Meet the growers, talk to the people that milk the cows, and pick the perfect peaches. Organically grown fruits and vegetables, sustainable meats and eggs, A2 dairy products, artisan breads, and fresh local seafood. The historic Lewis Farmers Market is in the George H.P. Smith Park at DuPont and Johnson Avenues in Lewis every Saturday from 8 to noon.
Listen to Big 107.7, Delmarva's classic rock station. These fields are empty now, but soon they'll be alive.
Some teams can only dream to play it because they can't afford it. And that is why Toyota is sponsoring Delmarva's Dream Team.
We're looking for teams from any sport and any level. Each month, your Delmarva Toyota dealer will give one local team a $1,000 grant. And after the year, one finalist will receive an additional $3,000.
Nominate your dream team at DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com under the Features tab.
DSN's Delmarva's Dream Team, sponsored by your local Toyota dealer.
Turn your home into a masterpiece with Artwork Painting. Local professional painters at an affordable price.
Artwork Painting did an excellent job with our house. We were really happy with all of the pieces of work they did, the drywall work, the walls, the trim. I would definitely recommend Artwork Painting for your house.
Artwork Painting treats our customers and their homes with care, delivering quality work and experiences. Call Artwork Painting now for a free same-day estimate. Artwork Painting, keeping Southern Delaware beautiful inside and out.
Solo Cup Saturday night with me, Jared, 7 to 9 every Saturday on Coast Country, 103.9 and 106.3. Sponsored by Midshore Recyclers Incorporated.
It all started with a food truck and a dream of bringing excellent street food to our community. That dream became Tiki Jack's as we know it today. From mouth-watering street tacos to our signature sandwiches and street-inspired entrees, Tiki Jack's is the ultimate destination for comfort food by the shore. Whether you're dining out with family or looking for a fun night out with friends, stop by Tiki Jack's at Rehoboth Beach today for all your street eats and brews.
As you know, Monday was Veterans Day, and a big tradition in Lewis is the Flags for Heroes ceremony. The display outside of Cape Henlopen High School has 500 flags to honor our nation's heroes, and the ceremony is put together by the Lewis Rehoboth Beach Rotary Club. Each flag has a medallion that can be bought for $50 to honor a hero or even multiple.
It's very important.
because we have so many veterans who were a lot less fortunate than I was, who are still suffering from mental and physical distress.
And last night, all of the flags were lit up for the community to enjoy.
And this brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, how do you honor Veterans Day? So let's take a look at where everything stands, Paige.
All right, 49% of you post your gratitude online. Can't hurt. 30% of you spend some time with veterans. That's sweet of you, if you know some. 14 attend a ceremony like we just saw, and 7% of you donate. I don't think there's any wrong answers.
Yeah, I feel like there's probably a lot of people out there that could check multiple, if not all those options there. And I like a good distribution of the votes this morning.
So yeah, not bad. You can still vote. Go to CoastTV.com or vote on our app. We'll continue to show you some updated results.
Sounds good. And we are joined again by First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahey. Bit of a chillier day along the coast, Bob, thanks to some wind.
Ooh, yeah. Nice day to fly kite. Maybe a sailboat, because it will be very breezy out of the north. Fenwick Island and Ocean City, I should say, we're looking at temperatures in the lower 50s to begin with. By noon, pretty windy in Ocean City, 58, 59 in Fenwick Island. So temperatures may be touching 60 degrees there. Farther up the coast, it's going to be a choppy ride up to Cape May on the ferry in Lewis. Very windy this afternoon. Temperatures moving not all that much into the mid-50s later on, and mid-50s for Rehoboth as well. Windy is the word. And on the Bayside in Cambridge, you're only rising a couple degrees into the mid-50s, and windy and mid to upper 50s in Crisfield. And we'll be breezy and pretty chilly the next few days with a slight rain chance, and the weekend looking pretty good. I'll have your full forecast coming up in the next half hour.
Bob, also coming up after the break, emergency repairs are underway. We're going to go live to the Indian River Inlet worksite in Delaware's effort to strengthen Coastal Highway after several recent dune breaches.
Also moving Marco Rubio to the cabinet, the latest key position about to be filled in the upcoming Trump administration.
And next, we're not done with dry conditions. Why Monday's rain does not mean we are in the clear. We have that and more when Coast TV News Today continues.
With all the choices of services on Delmarva, where do you even begin? Trust experts of various fields with Delmarva Experts. Sponsored by Kitchen Concepts Plus, Chesapeake Eye Center, Apple Discount Drugs, FLC Energy, Spicer Brothers Construction, Mattress Peddlers, Homewell Care Services, Robinson's Jewelry and Coin Shop, Delmarva Acupuncture and Wellness Center, Mast Audiology Services, Riptide Restoration, and Delmarva Day. Delmarva Experts, local experts right when you need them.
Vacation starts with VA. All that you love, all in one trip. Start yours at virginia.org.
You need to lose weight, but you hate lugging out that big blender for a healthy shake. Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. Designed like this shake bottle you take to the gym, it has the motor and blades built right into the lid. Bionic Blade quickly creates smooth drinks just like the big blenders. But this is portable, so you can make a shake anywhere. Make pina coladas right by poolside. Even grind coffee beans and make a quick, refreshing iced coffee pick-me-up on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99, and we'll even ship it to you free. But wait, order now and get 2 sipping lids, a second large blender container, plus the sports lid, yours free. You'll get this entire portable blending system for just $29.99. Call or click now.
To order, call 1-800-709-7148 or go to buybionicblade.com. So call 1-800-709-7148 or you can order online at buybionicblade.com.
Now on Coast TV News.
We're seeing clear and cool conditions this morning with breezy and chilly weather with a series of cold fronts moving through Delmarva. I'll break down the chill and talk about another chance for rain coming up.
Care from dry conditions while welcomed why Monday's rain was not enough to help our gardening businesses how they are attempting to protect their plants.
Battling erosion at the Indian River Inlet, a look at the ongoing repairs to restore the area after multiple dune breaches.
Pitch for Overfall Preserve. That is the name of the latest development proposed in Lewis and what is expected by officials when it comes up for review tonight.
This is Coast TV News Today.
November 12th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. Thank you all for joining us. I'm Paige Marley.
Time is 5:29, and we're working on this Tuesday morning. Paige, I got the truck washed over the weekend because it needed it.
Yes.
But then shortly after that, it rained. So I'm wondering maybe we should try that again to end the drought. You know how that works.
Your car washed again?
Yeah, they always say you wash your car, you're probably inviting rain to come.
If you'll take one for the team, go for it, because I don't want to risk my car getting washed and then wasting the money.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you will do it for the rest of us.
I was hoping you would take the one this time.
You're hoping I'd be like, I'll do it this time.
Tag team. You're it.
Maybe we have
maybe
Bob do it.
Maybe Bob will do it.
Bobby, you do it this time. I'll do it next time.
Okay.
Okay.
Deal. You know, I think I'll wash my car today because it's inevitable. I wash my car, then it seems to rain. And we have that chance to rain the next couple of days, Thursday night. But until then, it's dry and breezy. Kind of hard to wash the car when it's so windy and chilly. We've got 50s out the door this morning, 57 Rehoboth, Georgetown 56, Seaford 53. Temperatures moving very little today. We have a cold front moving through. Winds are picking up out of the northwest. We're seeing clear skies, but you want to dress for the chill today because we have a series of cold fronts coming through. We had one move through earlier. Now here's the second one moving through Delmarva, and that will reinforce the chilly air. Already some lake effect snow in New York and New England. Just a little sign of things to come with wintertime on the way. Here is Futurecast. We're looking at, by 12:30, breezy, chilly conditions. Temperatures only around 55 to 57 degrees. Then it actually slips a little bit, the colder air building in into the afternoon and evening. So by 5:30, 6 o'clock, and even into this evening, it's pretty chilly. It's into the 40s, around 50 at the beaches at 8 o'clock, but feeling much colder with the wind. So today's checklist, don't need the umbrella, but you need to dress for the chill. You know the drill. Layer up so you can peel off those layers later. Make sure you have a warm beverage. Sunscreen too, because the sun is still strong, and make sure you have his sunglasses. We'll see a lot of sun throughout the day.
Bob, thank you. Now, as Bob just showed us, we are about to have another dry day for the Inland Bays Garden Center. They say their rain helped their plants significantly, and they're hopeful fewer plants will have to go to what they call the emergency room, where plants are taken care of if they are in need of help.
It's been difficult here at the Garden Center because plants in pots will require a lot more attention and, of course, a lot more watering. So the rain was definitely godsend for us down here at Inland Bays.
Now, it was just last week that we had the red flag warnings as the drought continues.
And we're getting more data showing the impact of the drought. The Georgetown Fire Company says it responded to approximately 20 calls from this past weekend, and a majority of those calls were brush, woods, and other outside fires. Despite Monday's rain, the statewide burn ban in Delaware, it is still in effect.
Dunes are coastal communities' first line of protection against flooding, and over the past year, we've seen multiple dune breaches near the Indian River Inlet, which has severely impacted that area.
Yeah, that is where we find Coast TV News reporter Elisa Weber. Elisa, you spoke with the bait shop owner in the area to learn how some ongoing repairs have affected his business.
Matt and Paige, we're going to look at those dune breaches in just a few minutes to see how this area has been impacted. And I'm right here at the Indian River Inlet, and there's a lot of construction going on behind me, so this is as close as we could get to that bridge. But Governor Carney actually announced in September that emergency repairs would happen right here at the inlet after two major dune breaches occurred earlier this year. And Delta and Denrick have been working together to restore this area. And Delta actually announced that starting yesterday, the right lane bridge on the bridge would actually be closed to traffic in order to build a sheet pile wall as a part of this restoration project. Now here's a look at some of those dune breaches that have happened earlier this year, prompting these changes. In March, waves had crashed through the dune and caused a breach on the north side of the Indian River Inlet Bridge, causing flooding on Route 1. And then in August, another breach happened which shut down traffic for a few hours. We spoke with the owner of a bait shop located right by the inlet to learn how these repairs have actually impacted his business and travel in the area.
So as far as the biggest thing that hurt us is the parking lot being closed for all the sand that they have to have there, which actually stops fishing, and the reconstruction of part of the jetty or the inlet wall and stuff like that, that has affected us more than a lane closure will.
And this closure will remain until December 11th. Back to you.
Lisa Weber, thank you for that. We have another big project to tell you about this morning. DelDOT continuing its work on the bypass in Millsboro.
The goal there is to create a 2-lane connector road between US 113 and South Route 24. CoastTV reporter Brendan Conroy shows us how this project is progressing and what it means for drivers this month.
Some construction, some road changes, but most importantly, lots of improvements on the North Millsboro bypass. People driving in Millsboro can expect road closures from November 12th to November 14th on Gravel Hill Road. Anthony Triola is working with the construction crew on the project.
I try to do everything I can to go around because there's just too many trucks. I mean, it's good for the businesses around, but it ruins the comfortability.
Henry Johnson lives in Millsboro and says the new bypass will be great for improving the traffic flow.
I think later on when they get done, I mean, it's going to be a wait and see deal, I guess. It's got to make it better.
This project comes with a $130 million price tag and looks to ease congestion as Sussex County continues to grow.
Well, the project isn't expected to be done until summer of 2025. From the people we spoke with today on the construction site, they said progress is being made at a very consistent rate. Just getting them one step closer to having the bypass complete. In Millsboro, Brendan Conroy, CoastTV News.
This morning, a person injured from this fire in Lewis continues to recover from injuries. As you first saw here on CoastTV News, an early Monday morning fire destroys a house on Juniper Drive in the Sandy Bray neighborhood. Firefighters say the person in that home was rescued and taken to the hospital. We are still awaiting information about how this fire started.
All right, we're going to go live now, take a live look at the U.S. Capitol in D.C. It's where the Biden-Harris administration is under fire for FEMA's conduct in Florida during hurricane relief efforts. A FEMA employee has been fired after they told a survivor assistance team not to visit homes with yard signs that supported President-elect Donald Trump after Hurricane Milton. So far, FEMA did not clarify where or when that incident happened. They also did not identify the employee, but they have confirmed they were fired, and the incident has been referred to the Office of Special Counsel. FEMA Administrator Deanne Criswell called the incident, quote, I'm messing up that word. Reprehensible. There we go. Republicans in Congress. They're actually now demanding that Criswell testify on Capitol Hill.
Now, new this morning, President-elect Donald Trump is expected to choose Florida Senator Marco Rubio for Secretary of State in the coming days. A current senior administration official tells NBC News that Rubio would be a serious and qualified choice. Rubio, who was elected to the Senate in 2010, serves on the Senate Foreign Relations Committee and is currently the vice chair of the Senate Intelligence Committee. Trump had previously considered Rubio as a vice presidential running mate before ultimately choosing Senator J.D. Vance.
Happening today, plans for 90 townhomes back in front of Lewis officials. It's called Over Falls Preserve. The location is on Savannah Road and Atlantic Drive. The land for the development used to be called the Warrington property. The site plan calls for the construction of 90 townhouses, and this is the second time Commission's taking this up. This will be at their meeting tonight at the Rollins Center.
Got more news in this half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Still coming up this morning, Celebration Concert, the musical event at the coast that honored our veterans on their special day. And lane closures on the Oshie Bridge, the work being done today by Maryland State Highway Administration. And drivers, what you should expect. Stick with us on CoastTV News today.
Explore the natural wonders of the Delaware Bay at Fisherman's Wharf in Lewis. Our fleet of boats guarantees an experience like no other, no matter the season. Keep your eyes peeled for majestic whales, playful dolphins, and curious seals. From full and half-day fishing trips to evening cruises, special events, and even private charters. There's something for everyone. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride, taking in the incredible beauty of the Delaware Bay. What are you waiting for? Check us out online, then book your trip today.
My backyard in Ocean Pines is all about the birds and the bird lovers. From bird seed and cozy houses to unique, locally handcrafted decor, we have everything to make your backyard the perfect place to slow down and enjoy nature for you and your feathered guests. With the holidays around the corner, we have thoughtful gifts for every nature lover. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook for upcoming sales and events. Stop by and find something unique at My Backyard in Ocean Pines, where it's all about the birds and more.
My impact matters at Life's Energy Wellness Center.
I can see that.
We believe in providing our communities with services and spaces that support individualized recovery and fosters hope in all areas of wellness.
We're hiring behavioral health professionals and administrative support staff.
We offer paid professional development training, hybrid and flexible scheduling, and supervision hours.
Juntos podemos crear una comunidad de apoyo y resiliencia.
Your impact matters. Fly online today.
Swim on over to Solero atop the Henlopen Hotel in Rehoboth Beach for the 2024 Mayor Institute Fundraiser. Come out to the kickoff event Saturday, November 16th at 4 p.m. Enjoy a fun-filled evening, live music, and a wine tasting with celebrity bartenders, hors d'oeuvres, desserts, and both live and silent auctions. The Fundraiser is the premier fundraising event for Mayor Institute and endangered marine mammals and sea turtles. For more info and tickets, go to mayerinstitute.org.
540 on this breezy, chilly Tuesday morning. Dry Tech Cam. Double Nickels, 55 in Ocean City right now. Feeling much colder with the breeze, and it's going to be a chilly day. So temperatures are chilly right now. Mid-50s from Salisbury to Bethany Beach, 55 in Redden and Milton right now. And the wind starting to pick up out of the northwest, around 5 to 15 miles per hour. They'll be gusting over 20 to 30 miles per hour later on, as we're looking at mostly clear skies at the present time. A series of cold fronts moving through. Here's the second one. And that will bring in that next punch of cooler air. In fact, cold enough for lake effect snow farther to the northwest. No snow for us, but I would grab that pumpkin spice latte. Go extra large today, please, because look at these temperatures. They don't move much. We only have a high around 57 by noon, and then it's back to about 55 by 4 o'clock. Remember the Coast TV First Alert weather phone, another way to get your forecast, sponsored by Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
This morning, the closures on the Route 90 bridge near Ocean City will continue. Maryland State Highway Administration will inspect the bridge that goes over the Assawoman Bay between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. and drivers should expect single-lane situations and some traffic delays. Flaggers will direct traffic through the work zones.
Happening today, the planning of improvements in Harbison for a key intersection there. It's where Route 5 and Cool Spring Road meet. It's the area we're going to show you now on a map. DelDOT's hosting a public workshop for this intersection. They want to make it safer, and they will show some alternative ideas suggested. That workshop is from 4 to 6.
Now, coming up tonight on the Delmarva Sports Network at 7, it is a replay of the Sussex Central and Smyrna High School football game, and then the final score at 10:30.
All right, get this. The title of the next Mission Impossible movie certainly sounds like could be the final film in the franchise. David Daniel has a peek in today's Hollywood Minute.
I need you to trust me. One last time.
Could this be Tom Cruise's final turn as Ethan Hunt? If it is, you know he's going out with a bang. Here's your first look at Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, the 8th film in the franchise and the follow-up to Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning. Whether or not it's the last hurrah, The Final Reckoning arrives in theaters May 23rd.
Ted was a legend, an American hero.
He wanted to build this entertainment empire.
It was groundbreaking.
The man is way more rock and roll than I am.
Call Me Ted takes a deep dive into the life of cable media icon, world-class yachtsman, Goodwill Games creator, and philanthropist Ted Turner. Producer Joni Levin and writer-director Keith Clark spent 5 years separating the man from the myth.
We admire Ted, but we see his flaws, and we want the audience to see and feel those flaws so that they get an appreciation of what he accomplished, even with those flaws. Yeah. And that makes a man, makes a person, makes a human being.
The 6-part documentary Call Me Ted debuts Wednesday on Max. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Bundle up out the door this morning. 53 in Salisbury. The winds are picking up. We are going to see a chilly pattern the next couple of days. In fact, quite chilly as we go into the next few days, and possible rain chances as we go into later Thursday. And then right now the weekend is looking pretty nice with a warm up just between now and then. It's looking cool. I'll have your forecast details coming up in 2 minutes.
Listen to 93.5 The Beach, Delmarva's rock station.
Ride the wave of Delmarva's vibrant coastal vibes with Coast Life. From hidden gems to sun-kissed trends and captivating local tales. Dive deep and immerse yourself in our coastal rhythm. Catch Coast Life weekdays at 4 on Coast TV.
It's the incredible Red Dog, the amazing universal socket tool that fits, grips, and tightens virtually any fastener. Look at all the different sizes and shapes, nuts, bolts, and screws. Any head will do. Red Dog grabs on tight and locks into place fast. It replaces hundreds of different tools, yet it's smaller than a battery. 54 telescoping steel pins mold around any object. Then, up to 150 pounds of torque knock out rusted fasteners. You can get Red Dog for just $19.99. Breaking news: Red Dog may be discontinued. Due to supply chain shortages, Red Dog is stopping manufacturing immediately. There's a strict limit of 3 per order while supplies last. Order now.
Call 1-800-519-7208. That's 1-800-519-7208 or visit byreddog.com. Call 1-800-519-7208 now.
The hammers are smashing, the glasses are raising, and the fun times await at Bushel Sports Bar and Grill in Lewis. Explore our selection of off-season entrees and mouth-watering signature sandwiches that are sure to satisfy any palate. Relax and enjoy local craft brews and specialty cocktails watching your favorite sports team, or compete with your friends at some 8-ball. And indulge yourself with year-round all-you-can-eat crabs served by the bucketful and seasoned to perfection. For good vibes with a friendly atmosphere, visit Bushel's on Coastal Highway today.
Saturday, Notre Dame football is back. Virginia, Notre Dame on NBC and Peacock.
5:45 on your Tuesday morning. We are going to go now to take a live look at Salisbury. Bob, if today is anything like yesterday, I don't even care if it's a little cooler. I'm going to have my windows open, just enjoying the breeze. I'm loving this weather right now. My gas bill is like 0.
That's good. I wish mine was 0. But yeah, no, beautiful weather to check out the leaves, enjoy the great outdoors, maybe go to the beach, but make sure you bundle up and really be careful out there because we still have the elevated fire danger. Here are our weather headlines. Quite chilly and breezy the next few days. You know, it is November. We're getting closer and closer to winter, but make sure you dress for the chill. Make sure you layer up, and then if it's warmer in the afternoon, then you can peel off some of those layers. The fire danger is still elevated. We picked up that much needed rain yesterday, but burning is still strongly discouraged because we do still have that higher fire danger, and those winds in the afternoon will elevate that fire danger. And there's a rain chance late week. Not a big chance, but I think Thursday night into Friday morning, that is our chance for seeing just a little bit of rain. But right now it's breezy and chilly. 56 in Georgetown, 55 in Milton, Bethany Beach 56. And these temperatures really not moving all that much during the day as we do have a northwest wind that is ushering in even cooler air right now. We have clear skies, no fog, good visibility this morning. It's just chilly and breezy out there. We've had a series of cold fronts move through. We had one move through earlier this morning. Then here's cold front number 2 making its way through Delmarva. Behind this is where the chilly air is. In fact, cold enough for lake effect snow and rain downwind of the lakes right now through Pennsylvania into New York and into Vermont as well. You start seeing the lake effect snow this time of year. Those air masses are getting colder and colder, moving over the warmer lake waters, and voila, you get the lake effect snow as we have a strong ridge of high pressure, Arctic high pressure building into the Great Lakes. And yeah, we'll be feeling that chill the next couple of days. Here's Futurecast this morning. Temperatures not moving all that much through the 50s. By 11 a.m., you can see the yellow and red arrows indicating the strong winds out of the northwest. So these temperatures feeling much colder than what you're seeing. 56 in Millsboro, 55 in Georgetown, only around 55 in Rehoboth. And by 2 o'clock, temperatures have hardly moved, staying basically into the mid-50s, 57 Salisbury, 57 in Millsboro. And then they'll actually start to fall later in the afternoon into this evening as a colder air works in. And by 7 o'clock, you'll want to bundle up with 40s and 50s. Breezy, chilly through the 40s overnight. And by tomorrow morning, where the winds are lighter, around 37 in Seaford and Delmar, but we have the breezes along the coast coast, we're looking at temperatures in the 40s, and Wednesday will probably be the coldest day of the week with highs only into the lower 50s. A strong northeast wind and very chilly conditions, temperatures well below average. Then as we go into your Thursday, we start to increase the clouds. I think we're dry during the day with temperatures by afternoon into the upper 50s and close to 60. Then as we go into the evening and overnight, there is a little window for a chance of rain, not a lot of rain, and then it dries out quickly Friday morning, and then we're dry, but then we start to warm things up as we go into the upcoming weekend. Those winds are really strong out of the northwest. That's why that fire danger is elevated. We're looking at gusts over 30 miles per hour as we go through the day into tonight as well, especially along the coast. Make sure you have those outdoor items secured. It will be very breezy, and those breezy conditions continue right into Wednesday evening. Look at this. Feels like temperatures by tomorrow morning into the 20s and 30s. Burr, Paul Davis 7-day forecast. Cold the next few days. Highs only in the 50s and then down into the 30s as we go into Wednesday and Thursday morning. I don't think we're going to see frost because I think the winds will stay up. Cloudy Thursday, 56, in that slight rain chance Thursday night, and then Friday 57 for the weekend, warming up with sunshine and temperatures into the 60s.
Thank you, Bob. We have another look back at some of the Veterans Day events along the coast. In Rehoboth Beach, the Veterans of Foreign Wars Post 7447 held a concert and laying of wreaths at the Rehoboth Beach Bandstand. Veterans in attendance say it's become a tradition to visit this monument in honor of service members.
Behind me is a monument dedicated to 4 of our flyers that died in service to our country. And so since then, for as long as I can remember coming up here, we always pay tribute to our down flyers.
It means a lot to us, and obviously the ones that have given this, total sacrifice, it's really paying tribute to them as well.
And Rehoboth Beach's annual event paid tribute to all branches of the military.
Coming up next, cardiac concerns. What long-term effects COVID could have on your heart health. Stick with us on Coast TV News Today.
You'll be walking in a winter wonderland at Bellaterra's Garden Center this holiday season. From freshly cut Christmas trees and handmade wreaths to poinsettias and Christmas ornaments, let Bellaterra deck your halls and trim your tree. You'll love Christmas shopping at Bellaterra Garden Center as we transform into your ultimate Christmas destination. Bellaterra Landscapes and Garden Center, your Christmas tree headquarters. Bellaterra is located right off Route 16 and Ellendale, Delaware.
Calling all comic collectors, anime lovers, gamers, and pop culture fans, make your way to Ocean City Comic Con December 14th and 15th at the Roland E. Powell Convention Center, featuring over 200 vendors, artists, and special guests. Plus, take a pic with your favorite comic book hero, take part in a costume contest, and so much more. Saturday 10 to 5 and Sunday 11 to 4. Tickets start at $10 with discounts in costume or donating a non-perishable food item. For more info, go to oceancitycomiccon.com.
Stay tuned to get a free automatic toilet bowl cleaner from Mermaid. Your sink stopper's broken, and fixing a drain is a pain. Introducing Mermaid Drain Magic, the instant solution to most broken drains. Just remove and replace. In seconds, you can fill and drain with a simple press of a button. Drain Magic makes replacing your old, broken, rusty, even missing sink stoppers fast and easy. Drain Magic's anti-clogging basket helps prevent clogs in your sink, catching hair, food, even jewelry. Made with brass and chrome and a silicone gasket, it creates a watertight seal. Order your Mermaid Drain Magic today for only $19.99 and get a Mermaid toilet bowl cleaner absolutely free. Drop it in the tank for up to 3 months of cleaning. But wait, this could be your last chance to get Drain Magic at this low price with free toilet bowl cleaner. There's a strict limit of 3, so order now.
Call 1-800-944-6857 or visit getdrainmagic.com. So call 1-800-944-6857 or visit getdrainmagic.com now.
It all started with a food truck and a dream of bringing excellent street food to our community. That dream became Tiki Jack's as we know it today. From mouth-watering street tacos to our signature sandwiches and street-inspired entrees, Tiki Jack's is the ultimate destination for comfort food by the shore. Whether you're dining out with family or looking for a fun night out with friends, stop by Tiki Jack's at Rehoboth Beach today for all your street eats and brews. 'Cause 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 'c
There are many dangers COVID-19 can pose to a person, but a new study suggests the virus can have a significant impact on heart and brain health for years after an infection.
Mandy Gaither has a look now at the data and explains why researchers say everyone who's had COVID-19 should be aware.
In 2020, before vaccines were available, people who caught COVID-19 had twice the risk of a major cardiovascular problem like heart attack or stroke as those who didn't test positive, according to a new study.
What was also surprising is that the extent of that risk did not show any sign of diminishing or attenuation with time.
Dr. Stanley Hazen with Cleveland Clinic is co-senior study author. He says those risks in medical records studied stayed up to 3 years after infection, and those who had been hospitalized with severe illness from the virus were at even greater risk for heart problems.
That is, if similar to the risk of someone who had one heart attack and what their risk for having a second heart attack was.
Hazen says the risk also varied on blood type. Researchers say people with certain non-O blood types like A or B are already at higher risk of cardiovascular diseases, but the study found those with O-type blood who were hospitalized for COVID didn't have quite as high of a risk of heart attack or stroke. While the study did not look at the effects of vaccination on cardiovascular risk, Hazen says since the severity of the COVID-19 infection is linked to long-term cardiac risk, getting protected from COVID-19 through vaccination is critical.
If you have had COVID, I suggest think about heart disease and getting your cholesterol checked and your blood pressure checked.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Hazen says the researchers only studied older adults, but he says there's reason to believe they see the same results in younger people who have a history of COVID-19. He also suggests lowering cardiac risk through a healthier lifestyle, like eating habits and getting regular exercise.
Time is now 5:55 this morning. It's time to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
One of my favorite parts of the day, Paige, today's coastal pet of the day is Cookie. That is just a great picture. You can see Cookie's been enjoying this mild fall weather, and it actually looks like Cookie might be posing there.
A little bit.
Yeah, Cookie was sent in to us by Donna in Longneck.
And we want to see all your pets on Delmarva. Send us photos. Tell us what makes your pet so special.
You can scan the QR code. It's at the top center of your screen. Scan that. Submit your furry friend to us here at Coast TV News. And then you can watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
It is 5:56 now. It's time for a look at your forecast before you head out your door.
Hey, Bob, is burr a good way to describe what we have so far? Burr?
Yeah. How many R's in burr? Probably at least 8. I heard 35. Oh, no, that was my time cue. But it could be 35. It could be 35 R's in burr, I'm telling you. All right, here's your day part forecast. And you said 35. Really? All right, we're looking at temperatures in the 50s, 51 at 7. Now, temperatures hardly moving at all during the day. We're looking at northwesterly winds that'll make these temperatures feel much colder. In fact, a high of only 57 at 1 o'clock and then sliding through the 50s as we go into the afternoon. Paul Davis 10-day forecast. We're down into the 30s tonight, and with the wind feeling like 20s, you're going to want to bundle up. Only 53 with sunshine Wednesday. Thursday's looking at clouds and 56. Maybe that shower chance as we go into Thursday night. Not a big rain chance, 57 Friday. Warming up into the weekend with highs in the 60s, and we keep it 60s as we go into next week. So let's hope we get some rain Thursday night, because that should be our only rain chance, or will be our only rain chance as we go through the next day.
Coming up at 6, restoring the Indian River Inlet. A look at the repairs currently going on by DelDOT to fix this area after multiple dune breaches and how that could affect your commute. That and more when Coast TV News Today returns.